iDog, the little dog with the big sound. Whatever your groove, you can plug him in and iDog plays your tunes. He lights up to your touch and changes colors along with your music. Rock, hip-hop, dance, or punk, iDog moves and grooves to your beat. iDog, little dog, big sound. Batteries and music player not included.
Nerf Dart Tag. Tag, you're it. Professional stunt athlete used.
Nerf, play your game!
You can find more fun at Hasbro.com. Ask a parent first.
Are you big on C. Thomas Howell? C. Thomas Howell, isn't he the kid from E.T.? The older one? Well, looks like he's certainly grown up. Oh, and he's done a lot of film. Oh, yeah, he certainly is not a little kid anymore. As a matter of fact, he's big on Max.
At Presbyterian Hospital of Denton, I work as a cardiothoracic surgeon, but they call me mentor.
I work on the most advanced CT scanner, and after hours, I keep working to save lives.
With advanced technology and the skill and expertise you need, Presbyterian Hospital of Denton's comprehensive cardiac services are here for you.
If you want to get blown away, there's no place like home. It's the biggest season of hits ever. Watch out. Run for cover. It is not safe. The $1 billion season. And in April, it's spinning out of control. The biggest movies ever. Home box office.
I wait for things to get marked down, and then I pounce.
Don't miss the IKEA Summer Sale. From May 26th to June 11th, save 10 to 50% off select items throughout the store. From furniture to accessories, you'll find discounts on everything you need for your home. The summer sale only happens once a year, so hurry in. The IKEA Summer Sale starts this Friday.
They showed an 800% increase in strength.
That's excellent. What are you talking about?
Bingo. Days like this, I tell you, they make my hand shake.
See by the way that you baby talk, and I can know.
Oh my God, that was great! Yeah, turn up the heat.
Your baby tell it's a crying gone. Love is gone away.
This is simply awesome.
Gone away.
Are you kidding me?
It's not impossible.
Gone away.
What's the catch here?
We have faith in you can get our positive spin out there.
Because I just got a signature.
Today I woke up in a place that sings with hope to the rest of the world, because South Africans are creating a new dawn every day. Named for the 11 languages of the new South Africa, 11 Tongues is the first brand bold enough to capture the diversity, spirit and texture of the new South Africa. Through its edgy name, iconic design and its superior offering of the hottest varietals, it will intrigue and win the loyalty of the adventurous worldly wine drinker. The worldly wine drinker is driving a huge opportunity within their sector of the wine industry. They're behind the rise of adventure brands, now accounting for 25% of all wine sales. For this group of consumers and the $30 million in American buying power that comes with them, wine is about an experience. It's an expression of an authentic place, and they appreciate the lore of that land. The history, the people, the mood and culture. South Africa offers them a new, exotic world to drink up. That's why they're drawn to 11 Tongues. They like a wine that appeals to their sense of discovery and adventure. 11 Tongues speaks to them. Life is full of adventures. In the new South Africa, sharing those adventures is an art form, cultivated by revered storytellers. That sense of lore is at the heart of 11 Tongues marketing. Colorful, arresting, experiential photography establishes the brand as a bold adventurer in the competitive retail wine environment. A subtle photographic touch, the naturally occurring 11s are waiting to be discovered, much like the wine. Innovative premiums celebrate the lives of our target consumers, feeding their need to connect. In its launch, this South African wine, created for American tastes, will feature 3 varietals. An elegant but crisp Sauvignon Blanc of grapes left on the skin 4 hours to preserve their natural acidity.
I grew up in Matroosberg Mountain, in the West Cape of South Africa. My warm days were cooled by mountain breezes, giving me a crispness with gooseberry flavors on the forepalate, backed by tropical fruits and a hint of grassiness.
A hand-harvested Chardonnay of oak-fermented and blended juices, fermented on the lees 4 months for optimal concentration of the flavors.
Hicks River Valley is one of South Africa's great fertile zones. Growing up here, cradled by the Cape's highest mountains, I drank deeply from its rich, earthy soil every day.
A rich, mysterious Shiraz that was fermented 4 days on the skins to preserve maximum color and fruit, then matured for 9 months in French oak.
Al, South Africa, where wine has been made for centuries. My winemaker sensed that the clarity of the sun and the long, slow fermenting would create a fresh character not to be missed.
Together, their stories voice an exciting, new and irresistible invitation to adventure wine consumers. Although the 11 Tongues story is just the beginning, with the hottest consumer segment in the wine industry being drawn to superior varietals through smart, standout retail marketing, it has a predictable outcome. Happily, success is one area where no one minds a little predictability. 11 Tongues. There's a story in every bottle.
Vision. The ability to see ordinary, everyday things. Most of us take it for granted. But not everyone is as fortunate. More than 2 million people a year lose central vision due to macular degeneration. More than 13 million people in the US alone have signs of macular degeneration. Half of all people with glaucoma remain undiagnosed or untreated. Surgeons perform 10 million cataract surgeries each year. More than 38 million people worldwide are blind, and another 110 million have low vision. More than 300 million adults in the developed world are near or farsighted, and those numbers are growing every day. As the world's population ages, vision problems become more common. And as developing countries grow, people expect to be treated for those problems. The ability to see well is integral to living independently and achieving the fullest quality of life. Fortunately, most eye conditions can be treated, can be corrected. One reason is the long-term work of a company made up of a dedicated group of people with one mission: to be the most respected company in eye care and the first choice of doctors, eye care professionals, and patients for their eye care needs. This is Alcon. a unique company committed to preserving and enhancing sight and improving eye health around the world. A company that operates around the globe. A company that works with eye care professionals in your hometown. A company committed to helping the world while bringing increased value to its stakeholders. Alcon began when two Texas pharmacists became partners in 1947 to start a business to produce better products than were available at the time. Quality, service, and innovation were at the heart of the company then, and they still drive the company's growth today. Research and development remain at Alcon's core. Finding new drugs, devices, and products that give physicians the ability to provide better vision and eye care has always been Alcon's underlying goal. The quest for improved therapies involves dedicated people, facilities, and resources. To support this effort, Alcon makes the largest corporate R&D investment in eye care today. Alcon spends 10 to 11% of its annual sales on research and development to keep the pipeline full with innovative Alcon products. Over the next 5 years, that will amount to more than $2.5 billion. The heart of this effort is the William C. Connor Center on the company's Fort Worth campus. Almost 1,000 scientists and support staff work in this state-of-the-art facility to advance the science of eye care. In addition, scientists at facilities in Florida, California, Switzerland, and Spain also conduct research programs. And clinical experts around the world work to gain international product registrations. 90% of our sales come from internal R&D efforts. 2/3 of our sales come from products we developed and introduced within just the past 10 years. These include Travitan for glaucoma, Vigamox for eye infections, Padinol for eye allergies, the Infinity Vision System, Acrosoft intraocular lenses for cataract surgery, solutions for contact lenses such as Optifree and Opta-One, Systane lubricating drops for dry eye, and so many more. Alcon works with practicing ophthalmologists and with scientists at academic institutions around the world, developing new products, enhancing current technologies, and finding new ways to use products, as well as performing clinical studies and pure research. These relationships with outside medical professionals are an important resource for Alcon, one we work hard to maintain. Alcon was built with a passion for quality, so customers can rely on all of our products, knowing they will deliver the best vision and eye health possible. Every day, our manufacturing group makes good on that promise in plants and facilities around the world. Our global manufacturing and quality assurance employees pride themselves on producing our full line of products to the highest quality standard. Alcon's manufacturing group includes technical service and support and customer service, with highly skilled engineers and service technicians within easy reach of virtually any piece of Alcon equipment. Our customers can rest assured that their advanced surgical instruments will perform as expected. Alcon's outstanding customer service staff members stand ready to answer questions, take orders, coordinate shipping, and respond quickly to the needs of our customers. Our products are leading edge and undergoing constant improvement, but they don't sell themselves. That is the job of Alcon Sales and Marketing, a group of individuals who operate around the globe, dealing directly with eye care professionals who use our products. Alcon has the largest global sales force in ophthalmology, which works diligently and creatively to build, maintain, and enhance relationships with physicians. Alcon's professional education provides opportunities for eye care physicians to learn the latest techniques and the science behind eye care at hundreds of meetings and seminars around the world. Aging populations, rapidly developing markets, productive R&D, high-quality products and manufacturing, deft marketing, a well-trained and experienced sales force, and an unmatched global infrastructure have combined to boost Alcon's worldwide sales to almost $4 billion in 2004 and set the stage for continued growth in the years ahead. But Alcon is more than sales, profits, and other financial measures. At Alcon, we believe it is important to give back to the communities and the people we serve. That's why we support hundreds of medical mission trips each year to people in regions of the world who cannot afford the technologies and products that can restore the gift of sight. It's why we sponsor projects that help U.S. communities understand how glaucoma can rob citizens of their sight and how to combat it. And why we provide needed medications at no charge to patients who can't afford them. It's why Alcon forged a global alliance with Orbis, the Flying Eye Hospital, which brings eye care to people in underdeveloped countries and, most importantly, trains local physicians to continue providing eye care after the airplane leaves. Our concern for people is a reflection of Alcon's corporate culture. We are dedicated to fairness, respect for the individual, diversity, honesty, integrity, and transparency. Alcon takes these values seriously. They are at the core of the company, and we all live and work by them. Alcon works hard to recruit the best individual for each position, matching skills and talents with the needs of the company. A key part of our success as a company is the long tenure and varied experiences of our employees that enhances our productivity and deepens our relationship in the industry. Commitment is what Alcon is all about. Commitment to the best research, the best products, the best service, the best people is what makes us a successful company and will support our growth in the future. That is our heritage and our continuing goal: to be the leader and most respected company in the industry and the first choice for eye care products throughout the world.
I'm thankful because I'm alive. I survived this crash.
It was just the instant flash right before the collision, and then the airbag.
I could see him in his seatbelt, hanging from his seatbelt.
He was a good kid. He just lived the same way he skied, I guess.
I thought I was best driver in the world. I thought I was even better drunk.
Many people are involved in this crash, in this tragedy, for one decision.
Kelly's gone and Brooks is gone. I'm probably never gonna see Brooks again except in the newspapers, sitting in his jail room.
I mean, I went from a football field on Friday to a prison cell on Sunday.
If you're like me and a million other teenagers, we're about to go to prom, one of the biggest nights of our lives. But sadly, it could be one of the most deadly. But before you say, oh, nothing can happen to me, I want you to see a couple of people who thought nothing bad could ever happen to them, and the people whose lives, they changed forever. You'll meet Reggie, who didn't think his choice to drink and drive was any big deal. Kelly, who thought it made perfect sense to ride in a car with a drunk driver. But most importantly, you'll meet the people that have to live with the choices that Kelly and Reggie made.
I'm Kelly Morgan. I ski out of Bridger Bowl, Montana.
It's kind of cool, actually. I kind of watched Kelly evolve. I skied with him a lot from the time he was 12 to 14, and then when he hit 15, he started passing everybody up. And then this last year, when he was 16, he was unbelievable. He was a good kid. He just lived the same way he skied, I guess, kind of on the edge.
Last year at junior year, I placed 11th for moguls. It was pretty good, but I think I can do better next year.
My uncle always told me that the best friends you're gonna have are the ones that you have in high school. They're the people that are gonna know you the best. It was never a question about going to college or going to school. College was always, that was just the thing. You're gonna go to college.
Going to university, studying a career, with a car, with friends, family, doing activities to get better in life, no?
The first time that I met Brooks was skateboarding over by Safeway.
Me and Brooks started hanging out with different people and partying a lot and didn't really care about what was going on.
I'd go drink on weekends after I'd go skiing or motorcycle riding.
When drinking actually becomes a social life, becomes something that is the norm, is in high school. And that's when I started drinking, was in high school.
It's a teenager choice. This never is going to happen to me. I'm pretty good. I know how to drive. I know how to drink, and it's not true.
In a lot of small suburban towns, that's the way it is. So there aren't a whole lot of opportunities on things to do. So go out to anywhere, any place we could find where we'd have a party, and the thing to do was drinking.
The day of homecoming, I mean, everybody was all excited, excited to go to the dance and party afterwards and stay up all night.
We drove into town and met up with this kid that one of my buddies knows, and he got us liquor.
We were having mixed drinks and glasses of wine. The other guys that were there started taking shots. We were actually taking double shots.
There was a big screen and there was a video camera so you could see everybody dancing. And I looked up and I could see Brooks and I in the screen on the side. And Brooks gets out this little flask out of his pocket and he starts drinking out of it. And I was like, Brooks, there's cops and teachers everywhere. And he's like, oh, it's all good.
I got off around, 5 or 6, and so I went out, had a couple beers with my friends then, and not a whole lot to drink. It doesn't take much.
We decided to come back because we got a ride, to go to our dormitory. So we say, okay, it's in the same avenue, so we can get a ride.
I had a few beers, and a few 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. That was over a few hours. At 2 different places. I was not falling down drunk. I wasn't slurring and weaving all over the place. But it was more than enough to impair me.
I get a ride from a friend, and she had not been drinking that night because she was conscious that she had to drive.
I told Brooks that he was too drunk to be driving and that I wasn't gonna ride with him. And he got all mad, and I told him that I wasn't gonna let him drive. And then he just walked away from me.
Brooks was just too belligerent to give up his keys because he didn't want anybody driving on his parents' insurance.
And everyone was saying, well, he can't drive, what are we gonna do?
We kind of unanimously agreed that somebody needed to ride with Brooks, and Kelly Morgan, being the great friend that he was, offered to go with Brooks.
He wanted me to come with him, and I was like, no, I'm staying in here.
I was coming up over a hill, and I overcorrected and swerved to the other side and started skidding and went straight into the ditch and rolled.
I was pretty far away from home at that point. I was about 45 minutes away from home. And about 40 minutes into that trip, 5 minutes away from home is where the accident occurred.
I don't realize completely what happened to me.
It was just the instant flash right before the collision and then the airbag.
I don't remember too much.
I thought it was pretty horrible. What caused me to call 911 was I saw a flame on the engine block.
Well, it's not like, okay, I have a crash and then wake up now. It was something different.
I didn't know that people were still in the car, but it was definitely a sinking feeling that something's not right.
something that I think I remember is when they tried to get me out, take me out the car, and they were helping me, and some voices that I was hearing, and the sound of the helicopter.
The Suburban had been sitting there for a little while. It's a little chilly in the morning, but there was already frost on the bottom of the vehicle and on the tires. That made me feel pretty bad because this car had been sitting there, and this had happened quite a while ago.
I saw 3 men, 2 sheriffs and a man dressed in blue jeans, coming to the front door, walking up the driveway, and I thought, well, gee, they must be out doing a survey.
We've got some very bad news we've got to tell you, and that your son was killed in a car accident.
And I remember screaming, just screaming. Like it can't be, no, it's not Kelly.
My friend Mike called Raven's house and said that Kelly was dead.
Pissed off, I was sad, didn't know what to do. I wanted to go beat up Brooks.
They announced it like first thing in the morning, and it was a big shock even then.
When you go to class, the class you had, and your buddy Kelly Morgan, there's an empty desk where he was, just a couple days before. You can't help but break down and just cry.
I guess about 7 o'clock, I was in the Austin Police Department holding cell, under arrest, charged with intoxicated manslaughter.
Oh, Reggie, come on, why did you do this? Why?
I don't think I'll ever know why.
He didn't change my life only. He changed my family's life, my friend's life. My 2 friends that were on the crash died.
Knowing what's happened, knowing the damage that I've caused to so many people and so many families, I don't know how to describe it to someone who hasn't gone through it. It's real, and these are the consequences.
It's negligent homicide in the statute. It's in the same statute as deliberate homicide. And we don't get any bigger than that.
This is a tragic situation. It was caused by alcohol and stupidity. All right, take him into custody.
Kelly's gone and Brooks is gone. I'm probably never going to see Brooks again, except in the newspapers, sitting in his jail room.
It's really difficult for me to accept and forgive.
It's a mistake, a horrible, tragic mistake that you can't take back. And something that is needless, something that doesn't have to happen.
That he's not a criminal, he's a good guy. The only problem is that he made the wrong decision.
Everybody makes bad decisions, but in this kind of situation, a bad decision can take someone's life.
Many people are involved in this crash, in this tragedy, for one decision.
Now that I've made it through all 4 years of high school without ever drinking or doing drugs, I realize that I have no regrets whatsoever.
It's hard to get accustomed to a different thing because I was for 20 years doing, a kind of life, and to change a different style completely is pretty hard.
I miss my family, my friends, people that I've known all my life. They've always been a top priority for me, and something that I've always cared very deeply about. So that is probably the hardest thing to deal with.
So to try to put my clothes on, to take a shower. So it's completely different. And my soul has to learn how to treat my body, you know?
Somebody out there going through the same stuff that I did in high school, going to the parties, getting in their car, may see this and decide, you know what, I probably need to think about getting in the car.
You want to learn your lesson the easy way, not learn your lesson the hard way.
I just hope that every class that comes behind me can make it through without losing someone and having someone being taken away.
I decided to do this campaign, first of all, because I think if I survive of that crash, I think one of my missions in this life is this one. Tell people don't drink and drive.
Nothing I can say is going to keep somebody from drinking or from drinking and driving. But I hope that something that I could say or something in my story and the stories that are involved with this entire situation could say something that would make a difference in the choices that these young people are going to make. They're going to make their own decisions regardless of what anybody else wants to think or wants to say.
So I will say don't drink, but if you drink, don't drive.
I wish I could just wave my hand and save everyone from making choices like that. But I can't.